What you doing? What are you doing with my videos that I post on your platform? Because I'm noticing a pattern and I'm gonna call you out. But first I wanna know what your intentions are. What are you talking about? I'm not doing nothing. I'm not gonna admit fault to something that I'm not doing, that you're saying I'm doing just because you see that I happen to be doing something. I'm not gonna admit fault to something I know I'm not doing, even if you're telling me you see something you know I'm doing. So obviously I didn't do anything. I'm not doing anything. And I think this conversation is a bit unwarranted, don't you think? Matter of fact, I don't think I'll say anything at all or respond because I'm not admitting fault, nor should I engage in something that, I know I'm not doing, even if you're telling me you see me doing it. Well, at least you've made one thing pretty clear. You will most definitely stay reserved from speaking on anything that involves transparency and ownership of your intentions. So that's very clearly stated through your statement, your long-winded one. So I'm gonna call you out. Why are you shadowing my stuff? Why is it when I'm speaking on things that you happen to know are things that are truthful, you suppressing it? Why you happen to be doing this because it's, on your platform, right? So you want to state that an algorithm is the reason and cause for the position of my content being where it's at, when realistically what you're trying to psychologically train the viewer or creator to do is abide by what someone is seeking and wanting to watch versus what they likely also need to see, based off of obviously whatever interests them. And yet at the same time, if there's relatable content to something somebody needs to see, but you also know it's truthful, you also know that it's not going to be sugar-coated either, your algorithm decides and favors what somebody is going to be drawn more to, obviously because there's monetary value in keeping the viewer watching whatever you put in front of them. And if you know there's content that's a little too truthful in your eyes to keep the viewer watching, you're going to choose something that actually in turn keeps the viewer more in tune, even if it's not entirely and utterly the truth. Or it could be to a certain degree, but you happen to make that judgment call yourself. But you blame an algorithm, or you actually don't say anything at all, or in fact you just don't admit fault at all, as you just discussed. Right? Yeah. I just want you to know, I see you. Hey, let's just increase her views so that she'll stop talking. What did you say? Oh, I didn't say anything. We all do. And you know what? That's okay. You are choosing to show up as you want to show up, and you clearly have boundaries. You're clearly displaying about how you regulate things. And I clearly can't impose on your boundaries for how you decide to regulate your platform, obviously. All I can do is address my position of reservations and perspective of what I believe and think. And then I'm going to have to scurry on and move on with my life. Because that's a result of me using a platform that has these kinds of boundaries, obviously. So, as I'm going through this ego death of acceptance with this, even with you not even admitting the acknowledgement of the position of whatever this is that you have created algorithmically, that you have in place for monetizing. I need to accept I clearly am investing my time and energy into the wrong platform. So, it's time for me to take responsibility for myself as a creator and also accept what you are clearly showing me without verbalizing it to me. Because, right, you don't want to admit fault. Noted.